Father, we got the Zamoria moss.
You have it. I'm impressed you were able to get it so quickly.
Can you use this to make that medicine?
Yes, yes, of course. I need to mix it in the back. Come with me if you'd please. The blue and gold consecrated by Septium and source of all things abides here. O great goddess, we call on your will to shape and purify the power distilled within. Whoa! It is ready. Here, take this.
Nice. What a pretty color. Do you drink this?
Yes. Mind you, this will not destroy the poison. It will only boost the patient's immune system so that it may deal with the toxic agents itself. How very Eastern. Yes, it does share some of its origin with the more esoteric cures of the East. Go, take it to your friend.
Thanks. Thank you so much, Father. We're back, Doctor. How'd it go? The priest gave us the medicine.
Really? I knew he wouldn't let us down.
I see. This will stimulate his natural immune response. It's worth a shot. Now, to get him to drink it. Adios, please.
Oh god.
Eek! Whoa, why is he screaming like that?
It's okay, I think he's going to be fine.
What?
The medicine is beginning to take effect. It hurts and it's rough on his system, but he'll recover.
Exactly. This should take him out of any immediate danger from the neurotoxin. Okay. But he's in so much pain.
Yes, and he will be for the better part of the day.
He'll be alright. He's going to pull through and make a full recovery.
I hope so. And so, Agate's life was saved. All right. Wonderful. Late into the night, Estelle and the others slept in shifts to watch over him.
Aw. That's strange. Now, where is the spare towel? Aha!
Oh no, he's in pain still.
Agate! He's sweating like crazy. I need to dry him. Agate! Are you awake? I'll bring you some water.
Mischa? Huh? Mischa? Who's that? I mean, don't tell me if you know.
Huh?
Thank the goddess. There you are. I'm right here. Don't be scared. Just...
Agate?
Tita put a hand to Agate's forehead, confirming his fever. She wiped his brow and laid a cool towel upon him. Gradually, the pain left his face and his breathing grew less ragged. Soon, all was quiet and calm, and he drifted off into a peaceful slumber.
Phew. Thank goodness. But who's Mischa?
I wonder if I'm saying that. Mischa. I'm sure, I mean, if y'all know, you can tell me that. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Mischa? Miska? Mika? Miska? Maiska? Maistra? I'm truly sorry for having to bid you farewell. No, Zen! We just got you here! Oh! Why are you leaving?
Hey, it's okay. We really appreciate all your help.
Are you taking this ship directly to Gransel? Yes, there is much I must do. If I weren't expected there, I would gladly remain and do my part to help resolve this kidnapping incident. Forgive me, little one.
you've done a lot for us. Thank you so much.
And I appreciate you saying so. Oh,
The express flight to Gransel aboard the Cecilia will be departing shortly. All passengers, please go to the departure gate.
oops, time to make my exit.
Aww.
Take care. Hopefully we will meet again, fate willing.
You betcha. Oh, how long are you going to be in Liberal?
I couldn't say for certain, but probably until the Queen's birthday celebration.
Maybe we'll see you there.
Until then, take care. Same to you.
Aw, bye, Zen. Man! I know you just got here. They do, da. They make me happy with new party members and then they take them away so quickly.
I only had them for one tiny dungeon. Now then, to the guild first. Maybe they've learned something about that airship from before.
Yeah, and they might have some intel from the Royal Armed Forces. What are you going to do, Tita? I think I'm gonna look after Agate.
Oh gosh, she's leaving me too?
Since he hasn't woken up yet, I don't think he should be left alone. Tita. That's fine.
Let us take care of finding the professor.
I'm sorry. All I ever do is cause trouble for you. Would you listen to this kid? Where's that old spirit? Buck up, sweetie. We'll sort this one. We'll sort this out.
I think it's a great idea for you to stay with him until he wakes up. We trust you to take care of him.
Okay. That's one brave kid. She's so sweet. I'm kind of surprised that she cares so much about a guy with absolutely no manners, though.
Well, come to think of it, you two are pretty similar to each other.
Huh? I have nothing in common with that jerk.
How about your tendency to go off half-cocked, or how soft-hearted you are? He talks like a big jerk, but he's always trying to protect others. I think that Tita sees that.
Grr. Well, I can't really argue with that. Fine. Let's just go see what's up at the guild. Until Agate's up and about again, we've got plenty we can investigate.
That sounds fine.
Morning, Kilika!
Good morning. And to you both. Has Zin already left? Yes, he took an airliner to Gransel some time ago.
I wish you could have come to see him off. Speaking of which, do you two know each other somehow?
A bit. Quite some time ago. That's beside the point. Have you noticed a strange current in the air? The wind are shifting.
Hey, no changing the subject. Wait, we are talking about the weather, aren't we?
Have you learned something about that airship? Not a thing. But I believe this disquieting atmosphere is related to the Royal Army mobilizing. For one thing, I've sent a message to the Army headquarters at Leyston Fortress, but there's been no response. Secondly, all the mandatory inspections throughout the kingdom have been lifted.
What? What's that all about? This isn't about another turf war like the Sky Bandits, is it?
No, but it would be strange for them to call off inspections if that were the case. If they had caught the culprits themselves, surely they would have sent word around. Maybe there is something in the air. Incidentally, I've not been able to contact the intelligence division at Leyston Fortress either. It is possible that the Royal Army has some sort of internal issue going on.
Some sort of... Oh, wait! That stuff that Dorothy shot!
The pictures of those guys in the black wearing the Royal Guard uniforms.
Someone mentioned my name? Dorothy!
Speak of the devil, and ye verily... Oh.
Wow!
What an ordeal! I finally got in touch with my editor's office, and Niall happened to be there. When I told him about giving up my photo course to the army, he just about blew his stack. It's so unfair.
Which means they haven't given it back yet?
Right. I mean, how rude is that? And after I'd gone off to the trouble of going to Leyston Fortress to get it back too.
Wow, you got some fire to you.
I know, he is a dork. Well, I guess I have to have one redeeming trait, right? Anyway, I didn't have any other option but to just take a picture of the fort for the paper. It does make for a great shot though. It lights up all pretty at night.
You took a pretty picture of the fort.
Not to mention, you're supposed to obtain permission to photograph any part of a military installation. Come on, it's not like it's that big a deal. Here, take a look. I just developed it. Whoa, that is a very pretty picture. Hey, this is a pretty shot. So this is Leyston Fortress.
Wow, Dorothy. You really got a good eye for this. Wait a sec.
What's wrong, Estelle?
It might just be my imagination, but do you see anything there? On the top right?
What? You're right. It's not very clear, but there's definitely a small shadow there. Damn it, here we go again. Close enough. You've got a sharp eye, Estelle. I mean, I took the picture and I didn't notice that at all.
Well, it is just a silhouette. Maybe it's an army ship?
No, that's no guard ship. This is that small airship from before.
Before?
It's the same silhouette as the ship that the professor was taken away in. Right. That's so sad. I don't know how they just noticed that big old shadow over there. Oh shit, I'm like, why did the music turn off?
Wait, what? Hold on just 1 second. Why would that be anywhere near here? This is a Royal Army installation, isn't it?
Calm down, Estelle. There are plenty of possibilities to consider before we go jumping to conclusions. Maybe we should go straight to Leyston Fortress and ask what this is about.
What?
I see. You intend to put it to them directly. Provoke a response, perhaps. Do you think that would be a bad idea? Not at all. You have my authorization. This has the potential to be a huge disaster. Whatever might be going on there, this matter must be handled delicately.
Beep! You're starting to scare me, Kilika. You're probably right. We have to handle this very carefully. Hey, Dorothy, can we have a copy of this picture?
Sure. After all, you guys have done a lot for me.
Thanks, I owe you one.
If you intend to go to Leyston Fortress, you'll need to leave via the east entrance and take the Ritter roadway. When you reach the three-way fork in the road, stay on the northern fork and you'll eventually wind up in front of the fort's main gate. Please use the utmost caution.
Roger that.
Acknowledged.
Oh, we finally get to go in here. Wow, check out the size of this base. It's gotta be several times as big as the Hacking Gate, don't you think?
Yeah, you may be right. It was apparently the primary base of the counteroffensive in the war 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. That's pretty impressive. Well, let's go inside and see if we can talk to whoever's in charge. What is it?
Nothing. It's just that you're not acting like your usual timid self. You're starting to remind me of Dad.
Oh, come on. It's not like I'm not nervous. After General Morgan, how bad can it be?
You're right. I guess you're right. I wonder if he's still at the Hacking Gate.
Huh. There's no one here.
That's strange. There's usually a gatekeeper outside, at least. Identify yourselves!
Where'd that come from?
Probably a speaker. This is Leyston Fortress, HQ of Libero's Royal Armed Forces. This place is off limits to civilians. I'm afraid you're going to have to leave.
They sound polite, but yeah, I think they're just being extra cautious.
Can you two hear me?
Sorry, but we're not civilians. We're from the Bracer Guild.
We're here to discuss the matter of the central lab being attacked. Could we please speak with the individual in charge? Are you actual bracers then?
If you don't believe us, you can inspect our emblems. You can see them, right?
Indeed. You appear to be the genuine article. However, I regret to inform you that the CEO of this base is currently away. Perhaps you can come back another day.
No commanding officer? Well, that sounds sloppy.
In that case, anyone from the intelligence division will be fine. We have information that must go to either Colonel Richard or Captain Amalthea. Very well. Wait there.
Ew. Like pulling teeth with these guys.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting security to be quite this tight here.
Whoa.
Well, someone's here at least. Oh shit. We're going in. Or not. Please, forgive me for making you wait. I am Major Sid, Garrison Commander of Leyston Fortress.
I'm Estelle Bright, of the Bracer Guild.
And I'm Joshua Bright, also of the Bracer Guild. Bright?
Is something wrong?
Nothing. Pardon me. On to business. You mentioned the attack on the central labs. Very sorry, but no one from the intelligence division is currently here. If you'd have a message, I can deliver it for you.
That could be a problem. Okay, time to shake things up. And here we found the lead on the airship that took away the professor.
You what?
What? Why do you look so surprised, Major?
Oh, it's nothing. We've just been searching for it too. So, what is this lead anyway? Take a look at this.
Yo, Sid is being very sus right now.
This is Leyston Fortress, isn't it? How did you get this picture?
Now, no need to get worked up. Look at the top right corner of that picture.
Let's see. What the? That's obviously not the silhouette of a military patrol ship, is it?
And it's the spitting image of the airship that took away the professor.
Indeed. This is a grave matter. Thank you for your cooperation. I'll send a report to the intelligence division straight away.
Huh? Hey, wait a minute. Is that it?
Is what it?
I mean, don't you think this is weird? Why would the suspect ship be hanging around here?
It's embarrassing to admit, but I'm afraid that it's entirely my fault. We have been aggressively searching along the border, so security wasn't as tight at home as it should have been. And if this airship fled to the north, it's possible that this whole matter may have been a plot by the Empire.
Really?
I'd like to know just one thing. Where exactly are all of the intelligence personnel right now? That's classified. I'm sorry, I can't say more.
Okay, now, maybe it's just me. Don't you think this all kind of smells a little funny?
I know. But without any concrete evidence, pursuing this lead won't do us any good.
Yeah. Huh?
What the? What? Why did it stop short? What? Did that phenomenon start up again?
Joshua,
I think that's exactly what we needed. It seems I've let you see us at our worst. It looked like the gate mechanism isn't in the best of conditions. Indeed, that's a real problem.
Maybe you could get some folks from the central labs out to repair it. I'll bet that someone like Professor Russell could have it as good as new in no time flat.
Yes. I'll keep that in mind. You two maintain post here until it's back in working order. Be sure to keep any careless civilians away. Sir, yes, sir. Understood, sir. That said, you two can be on your way. I'll be certain to take that photograph to intelligence. Now, you'll pardon me.
Somehow, I find it hard to believe a word that guy said. Especially that little malfunction we just saw is what I think it is.
Yes, it was probably that same phenomenon.
Which would mean the professor is being held prisoner inside.
Shh, Estelle. This isn't the place to be discussing that.
Oh, okay.
Now let's get back to Zeiss and see what Killick has to say. If we have the chance, we can call for the lab chief.
Oh, shit.
I just can't believe that Professor Russell is at Leyston Fortress. Are you absolutely certain?
Miss Dorothy's Miss Dorothy's photograph and the shutdown of orbital power in the gate. These two things combined make the conclusion inescapable.
But the Central Factory and the Royal Army have always had excellent relations. And now I'm expected to believe this? It's not as if the internal command structure of the military is all run by a single entity. The people who attacked the fortress were seen escaping, and they look like the Royal Guardsmen. That in itself is a clue.
Oh, and that would mean... The Royal Guardsmen are behind the whole thing? Please say yes.
Well, it's not outside the realm of possibility, but I think it's more likely that...
Ah, damn it! Damn it, I got it wrong!
More likely that there's been some kind of frame-up. This may be some form of internal conspiracy within the Royal Army. This is unpleasant to think about. But how could the professor get caught up in something like this?
Yo, Agate!
Sounds like you found the lead on our friendly neighborhood criminals.
What? Agate?
Good to see you back on your feet. Yeah, I just woke up a few minutes ago. It was a little weird, waking up in a strange place after being put to bed like some baby.
Oh, for the love of... Everyone was worried about you, alright?
Are you sure you're okay with moving around so soon? Yeah, sleeping so damn much didn't give me any other option than to recover. Feeling pretty much back to normal.
But Agate, you should probably rest some more. You just got the poison out of your system and the doctor said...
I just said I'm fine. I've been training for years. Not that rough on someone like me. Cheetah's so cute. Alright, I get it. Won't overdo it or anything until I'm back to normal. That cool with you?
Okay.
Damn kids.
Even the mighty Agate is no match for Tita.
I guess it's hard to say no to someone who's kept a constant vigil over you and nursed you back to health. Ah, shut up. Getting back to the point. It looks like a lot's been going on while I've been out of commission. Mind filling me in on the details?
Sure. I still can't believe that Grandpa's in there.
I wouldn't have thought those goons in the black clothes were army types either. And suddenly I'm feeling better than ever. What say we go and settle our debts right now?
Settle our debt?
Ain't it obvious? We sneak into Leyston Fortress. We'll bust the professor out and then they'll never know what hit them.
Ah, okay. Like suddenly everything in one big stroke.
I'm afraid it's not that simple.
Huh? Estelle, I love how that's like, Estelle says that so much. Just, huh? What? Huh?
The Bracer Guild has a long-standing policy of non-intervention when it comes to nation's military. Article 3 of the Guild Code: Bracers and non-involvement in military or political matters. A bracer will recognize a nation's sovereignty and may not interfere with nor arrest any person of national, military, or political standing. Or to put it more simply, as long as the army is playing dumb about this, our hands are tied. Oh, you've gotta be kidding.
No way! That doesn't make sense! You mean that we can witness a crime, but if it's done by a soldier or politician, we just have to pretend we didn't see anything?
Essentially, yes. There is, however, a loophole. Article 2 of the Guild Code: Bracers and their duty to the people. In the event of unjust imperilment of citizens, the bracer's sworn duty is to bear the responsibility for the citizens' safety. Do you understand the significance of this? I see. The professor's not a politician or a soldier. He's a civilian whom we're sworn to protect.
So then...
The rest hinges upon you, Mr. Murdoch. In this case, we are obligated to oppose the Royal Army and save Professor Russell. Will you help us? Stupid question. The factory needs him. Ah, hell, all of Liberal needs him. Go and get him.
Mr. Murdoch, thank you, thank you, thank you.
No need to thank me. I owe Professor Russell for all he's taught me. And so we have adequate justification to proceed. Bracers Agate, Estelle, and Joshua, you are hereby ordered to proceed to Leyston Fortress and rescue Professor Russell. It is not as above board as you may be accustomed to, but it is the request of the Bracer Guild nevertheless.
Now you're talking.
Acknowledged. Bring it on. If we're doing this, we have to figure out how we're getting in there. Leyston Fortress is pretty damn famous for being impossible to break into. That's true. It's easy to say we're going to do it, but putting it into practice is going to take some serious planning. There has to be some way of getting inside. Unfortunately, the security there is nigh unto perfect. Approaching from the lake would likely be impossible since it's monitored by a network of orbital sensors. I figured as much. And as a frontal assault would be tantamount to suicide.
Hey, Mr. Murdoch? You know that orange airship that goes to Leyston Fortress?
Yes, that's the Leibniz. It makes periodic stops to inspect the equipment at the fort to make sure it's performing properly.
Is there any way we could sneak into the fortress on it?
No. All of the crew members go through a thorough security check as soon as they land. It'd be impossible to just sneak away. How about stowing away in the cargo? No good. Each container is scanned with a biosensor for living creatures, and they check each and every one. Plus, those sensors were designed by Professor Russell himself. They can even pick up one little mouse and a huge mass of stuff.
Well, damn. Oh, what is it, sweetie? Don't you remember? Grandpa's invention from when I was showing you around. Let me think. Aha!
When we were helping with the experiments on a new type of orbit, right?
Yeah! It produces a force field that can disrupt the biosensors. We've already tested that it works, so everything will be fine.
What? Really? I had no idea the professor ever made anything like that. Where is this device then?
I guess it must be right where he left it. In his laboratory.
Then we have no time to lose. Hurry and retrieve this device. In the meantime, I will gather and collect whatever data I can on Leyston Fortress. Got it. Thanks. I'll leave the arrangement of delivery via the Leibniz. I don't know if it's Leibniz or Leibniz. To you, Mr. Murdoch. Alright, I'll talk to Gustav. Just come to the airfield when you're ready. We have the device. Now, what I am about to show you is not to be spoken of to anyone else. Oh, would you look at that? These are the schematics for Lacen Fortress. Wow, it sure is big. And Grandpa's in there somewhere. Isn't the layout of the fort a military secret? How'd the guild get its hands on it? The guild has ways of obtaining information. It is best that you not know. The Bracer Guild is a much more complex organization than it may appear, and you would do well to remember that. Oh shit! Oh my! Oh, okay. I don't think I need to remind you that this is an exceptionally unique case. Relations between the army and the guild have traditionally been excellent and liberal, even relative to other surrounding nations. It is absolutely critical that we not cause any ill will. The guild can ill afford hostilities with the army. Do I make myself clear, Agate? Yeah, I guess. But if I see the men in black clothes, they're going to have a hot day with the business end of my sword. Soldiers or not, I've been looking for them for so long that I think they'd be offended if I didn't kick their asses. Do what you must. I just ask that you take no life. Estelle and Joshua, legally I should not entrust a task like this to junior bracelet.
Whoa, wait a second. I don't like what you're driving at.
We're already a part of this. Please allow us to see it through to the end. I thought you might say that, and I don't intend to stand in your way. But it must be said that you answered to Zyke. As such, if worst comes to worst, I will accept full responsibility for your actions. You needn't worry. Kilika, I'm sorry. We've caused so much trouble for you. Now then, Tita. Since you're not a bracer, I have no authority over you. But are you truly set in your course?
Yes, ma'am. I am. What? What's this all about?
You don't mean...
I'm the only one who knows how to operate the device. So, I'm going with you. What?
Well, it is a very complicated ordinance.
I'm sorry. I don't want to cause any trouble, but I have to go too.
You gotta be shitting me. Listen, Pipsqueak, I ain't hearing this crap. What the hell are we supposed to do with a kid on a mission this dangerous, huh?
But you need me to operate the device.
Then forget that idea. We'll find another way to sneak in.
Alright, enough. Line up. Why are you so damn stubborn?
You wanna run that by me again?
Tita's ready, and she said she wants to help. And her help will make it easier for us to sneak in. All that improves our chances of getting the professor out safely. I want to know why you're so against it now, of all times.
You little... Have you even thought about her being a civilian? And the kid, besides? And you're okay with putting her in danger?
I don't like it any more than you do, but we'll keep her safe. We're bracers, that's our job.
You sure talk a big game for a rookie. What does experience have to do with this? Bracers aren't the only ones who feel that some people are worth protecting. Isn't supporting that ideal that what we're supposed to be all about?
Estelle, Joshua, Agate, I'm sorry that I make you so mad. My grandpa is everything to me. All I want is for him to be okay. So I'm going to do everything I can to make sure he is. Besides, you helped me when I needed it. So let me do the same for Estelle and Joshua. And for you. I swear that I'll be good. And I'll follow orders. Please. I'm begging you. Oh, sweetie.
I didn't realize you'd put so much thought into this. I don't buy it. You really want to help us that badly without getting in our way. and follow orders and stay here. You got it? But we really don't have any other way to get in there. I'd rather not do this. Truth be told, I can't think of a few thousand things I'd rather do, but I'll let it slide this once.
Thank you, Agate.
You got no reason to thank me. You fall behind, you get left behind. Just so you know.
Alright. I swear, one of these days, by the goddess, you're a jerk. Why can't you just be nice and appreciate what she's saying?
Settle down, Estelle. He's just the type who speaks, colorfully when he's embarrassed. It's a defense mechanism. Both of you, shut it! Now, I trust that the matter has been settled. The Leibniz will soon be ready to set off. When you are ready, please proceed to the airfield.
Will do.
Later, Kilika. Take care of talking to the army for us. I have appropriate responses lined up should they decide to question us. Adios keep you. Please be careful. I've been waiting for you. Is everybody ready? Yeah, we can go anytime.
Is the Leibniz ready too?
Yeah, you were lucky that last-minute military order came through like that. We were just about to head out to Leyston Fortress. We can take off anytime.
Anytime? Won't it be hard to leave without, the ship?
Estelle, look down.
Oh. Do we have to, jump? No, we don't. What? What the?
What's happening to the flight deck? What? Didn't you know? This place got enough secrets built into it to blow your mind.
Be honest, Agate.
Whoa! That is so cool. Yeah, pretty much, Amir.
I don't know how much more mind I have left to blow.
You probably have more left than I do, Estelle. And all of this, it's all...
I know, it's all Professor Russell's handiwork, right? Tita, your grandfather is something else. I couldn't agree more.
That's why we gotta get him back. Thanks for waiting, guys.
Sir.
Howdy, Tita. I already heard everything from Murdoch. Hard to believe what happened to the professor. Guess it's up to us to help him out of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, we owe you. Not at all. I'm the one who owes Professor Russell. Okie dokie, we're ready. Are we ready to lift off? Okay, lift off.
All right, let's load up. We're off to Leyston Fortress.
Please bring Professor Russell back home safely. And take care of Tita.
Sir, no sweat.
Let's go then. Yay! I want to get the professor back. I miss him. I'll be counting on you, bracers. Hey, wait! Oh no, Dorothy! Whoa! Head rush. Dorothy? Oh, Chief! We're still on the crew aboard that last ship? That's right. How did you know? The guild tipped me. And there's big trouble brewing. If what my editors told me rings true, I wanted to let them know before they left. What kind of trouble? I shudder to think how much worse the situation can get. Well, this is totally off the record, but it seems some members of the Royal Guardsmen in Grand Soul were just arrested for treason. What? Oh shit. What? This is the container where you'll all be hiding. I hope all of you are real close friends. It's gonna be a tight squeeze for 4 people.
Really? It looks big enough.
It's only half as big as inside as it looks. Gotta have cargo in there for camouflage's sake.
Think of yourselves like the filling for a donut. That's not encouraging.
We'll be fine. It's all a matter of how you approach the situation. Yeah, just Tetris it. It'll get the job done, but I wouldn't want to take a vacation in there. All right. Say, man, you got any Orman facilities here or anything? I'm a little off kilter, so I want to change things up. We have an onboard factory of sorts. Well, you're welcome to make use of it.
I'll go too. My Orman could use a little tune-up after all it's been through. This way, Agate.
Alright. Alright. Layston Fortress is a 30-minute flight from here. You won't be too comfortable in that container, so you ought to get some rest while you can.
Sure thing.
Thank you. Oh, okay. What the hell?
Wow. Look how high up we are. It's been a really long time since I was on an airship.
No kidding. We didn't exactly have time to go sightseeing on the Sky Bandit ship. Not that this even really compares. We're in an exponentially more dangerous situation now than we were at that point. We need to stay alert. There's no telling what might happen.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm still having a hard time wrapping my head around the idea of something like this happening in Liberal, though. It feels like the start of something really big.
My thoughts exactly. Sky Bandits and those men in black that were manipulating the mayor of Rouen behind the scenes. We could learn more about them. We might be able to get a solid lead. Not to mention, why Dad disappeared like that.
Yeah. Well, while we're saving the professor, we can look around for clues. Oof. Okay, this ought to do it. The metal part of the slot connectors got loose.
Anyone ever tell you you're a busybody? If I wanted mods that simple, I could do them myself. But hey, thanks.
You're welcome. Oh, by the way, how are you feeling? I hope you don't feel all yucky.
Yeah, you really don't have to worry. If you really want to worry about someone, worry about yourself. Now's the time to back out if you still want to. Don't get me wrong, I ain't telling you not to come. It's just, aren't you scared?
Huh?
Even though we're doing this for the old man, we're still breaking into a military base. Most kids would piss themselves at the idea of doing something this major. So, you're all carefree about it.
Well, I'm really scared out of my mind. But I have Joshua and Estelle with me. And you're here too. Not being alone makes it easier, so I don't have to think about how scared I am. Maybe that's a little stupid.
A little? Try incredibly. Anyway, worrying is just a waste of time.
Sorry. Can I ask you something?
Where'd this come from?
I was just wondering, who's Misha?
How do you know that name?
You called me that when you were poisoned. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Nah, it's nothing I'm ashamed of. Misha's my kid sister.
Oh wow, you're a big brother? How old is she? Older than me?
Well, sort of. I guess she'd be around your age.
I guess you haven't seen her in a long time?
Work keeps me busy. I only go home about once a year.
Oh, poor Misha.
What's that supposed to mean?
I just think that if I had a big brother, I'd want to be with him all the time. I bet she feels the same way.
Really? Well, you might be right. If I was more reliable, maybe I'd be with her.
Huh?
We'll be landing at Leyston Fortress soon. All bracers to the cargo hold. Looks like it's time.
Oh, here you are. Hi, Estelle. Didn't you hear the announcement?
We'll be arriving soon. Yeah, I'm all done getting ready.
Did you get everything you need, sweetie? Yep, you betcha. I even tested the timing. I think I should be able to handle the biosensor, so leave that to me.
Well now, that's encouraging. We're counting on you, Tita.
Right.
Why don't we head down to the cargo hold?
Good, you're here. Looks like you've got everything set up.
I'm all done with disguising the container. You just open it up, all you'll see are these plates that are used for fixing ship holds. But there's another door on the side and you can't tell it's there when it's closed. Noise.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
This ought to fool the biosensor and allow us to sneak in. So, all that's left is for you to pile in. Are you folks ready for this?
Of course we are.
I was born ready. Okay, then you'll need to get in one at a time. Once you're on side, I'll close the hidden door. Understood. I'll go first.
Man, this is cramped. If you don't get in exactly right.
Estelle, are you okay?
I'm fine. Here we go.
Turn your head this way.
Okay. Oh, Joshua, I don't know about holding this pose.
We've just got to deal with it. Otherwise, we'll never get all four of us in here.
Right. Yeah, we have to do this.
Next up is Tita. Agate, you're in the back. We should all fit if we do it that way.
Okay, in I go. Oof, sorry, Estelle. Aw, Tita, you're all warm and snuggly. And you even smell kinda sweet. Like fresh milk, or what? Hey! Don't hug so tight! I kinda can't breathe! It's not that bad, is it, Estelle? My, what squishable cheeks you have! Oh my goodness!
Estelle, quit playing around. Okay, now I'm getting nervous.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't care for the smell of milk.
Hey kids, make a little room! There! Is it too cramped?
No, I'm okay. I can hold out.
Don't be stubborn. If it's too uncomfortable, just say so.
Okay.
Okay, man, I think we're set. Gotcha. I'll close the door.
Chocolate milk, though. Chocolate milk smells good.
I'll make sure we unload this container ASAP after we land. And from there, it's all on you. Just be patient and stay calm. Good luck, kids. Whew. Major Sid, I'm here as per your request. Hello, Chief Gustav. I'm sorry to make you come all this way. That said, however, I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting you to get here so soon. The Royal Military is one of my best customers. You folks are always a priority. Not to mention, the order sounded pretty urgent. I already finished maintenance on the patrol ship. Something happened? Oh, nothing significant. Just your usual military matters. Ah, yes. I've heard about the attack on the Central Labs. I've recently come into possession of a clue which may help us wrap up this matter within as little as a few days. Oh, that's excellent news. Professor Russell is one of my greatest inspirations and benefactors. I hope he hasn't been injured. No. You can relax on that score. Oh? How can you be so sure? It seems that the abductors are demanding a ransom for the professor's safe return. That would suggest that he's unharmed, so I don't think that's a concern. I see. Well, it looks like the Royal Armed Forces have this well under control. Are you planning to do another container check today? I trust you, but regulations must be adhered to. Alright, grunts, get to work. Roger that, sir. Roger, roger. Roger, roger. Nothing usual here. Next one. This one's clear. Oh shit, am I supposed to be doing something? I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing so. Uh-oh. I'm picking up an anomaly. I'm picking up an anomaly on the sensors. Looks like it's alive. Whatever it is. Oh shit. Hopefully it's a rat. What? These aren't the braces you're looking for. What is this, maintenance chief? Hey now, I have no idea. You sure your equipment's in working order? Of course it is. It's a central lab-made biosensor. Well, if you say so, it's probably just a mouse or some such. Hardly worth making such a fuss over, is it? Regulations are regulations. Surround that container, man. All right, open it up. Oh, it's just Antoine. Huh? Oh, it's just Antoine. When did you sneak off, huh? Okay, so what's with the cat? His name's Antoine. He lives at the Central Lab. I guess he sneaked onto the Leibniz. He certainly gave me quite a shock. False alarm, I guess. Well, I suppose that one can't blame a cat for being a cat. Hey you, if you like it here, you're welcome to stay for a while. Hey now, don't try to tempt him. Oh. I think I'm getting the cold shoulder. Too bad. Still, that biosensor is a pretty impressive piece of work. If not for it, Anton would have been packed away in storage. Well, it is of Central Lab make. Alright men, check the other containers. Yes sir! Shit. Oh shit, was it fine? I appreciate your efforts. We'll bring the containers in tomorrow, so you can return to the barracks for now. Pardon me, Major. But how long is the current emergency command structure expected to last? That's right. We're Army, sir. Why do we have to associate with them? It's not that I don't understand what you're getting at. But it is not the place of a soldier to question the orders of a superior officer. Besides, you never know who's watching or listening. Discretion is a must at all times. Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
feel guilty. Major, I have intel to report. Captain Amalthea has come and wishes to speak with you, sir. I see. Very well. I suppose I'll have to see what the little vixen has to say.
Phew. Ugh, I can't feel my legs anymore. You okay, Tita? Yeah, just a little fuzzy in the head is all. But I'm glad we got the equipment to work.
Yeah, nice job. It was a tight situation, literally, but you stepped up.
Thank you, Agate. But Antoine showing up like that really spooked me.
Yeah, he was right in the next container over. I thought we'd be discovered for sure.
I think the chief put him in there on purpose. That false alarm got the soldiers to relax. He kept a cool head, though.
That does sound like something the chief would do.
Definitely a man not to mess with. Now, we gotta get moving. We're somewhere close to the airship port. We need a plan or else we'll never find the professor. So Estelle, check the map and tell me which way we go. Please don't make me choose.
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Call it a test of how observant you are. Time's short, so let's have your answer. Oh, fuck! Research wing it is. Well, well, color me surprised.
Just leave it to me.
Yay, we got it right. Great job, kid, but don't get caught. What's your take, Joshua? I agree with her. Since it's a standalone facility, it's probably the best place to make use of the professor's talents. I think you're right. We don't have much time, so let's go check it out. Agate, do we have an exit strategy? Oh, right. The lake on the other side of the airship port has a wharf. Once we get the old man, we can steal a boat from there.
Okay, got it. Alright, let's go check out the research area. You stay close, Tita. Okay. Oh!
I know that.
There they are.
So they are here.
Airship from the tower. I thought they must be military. They look nothing like the regular soldiers, though.
They're probably a special force, here to practice covert ops. It's no wonder that they're so tough.
So is my grandpa in there?
Looking more and more likely. But if we try to take them on here, we're going to have a rough time of it. You're right. If we cause a disturbance, we'll get swarmed by the soldiers inside.
Isn't there some way we can get inside without getting spotted? Hey, can't we get in from here?
No, there are iron bars over the windows. Shit. If we make any noise, this is going to get even tougher.
Oh!
Jackpot.
Huh?
Colonel Richard!
Colonel Richard.
You're a baddie. You're a baddie, sir.
I really can't thank you enough, Professor Russell.
Oh no, he's hot. You're a bad man.
Your work on finding a means of controlling this gospel is of great help. On behalf of the Intelligence Division, I extend my deepest gratitude. I should have known that you were behind all of this. Colonel Richard, Chief of Intelligence. Hard to believe you once served under Cassius. Ah, yes, you and he were friends, if my memory serves me correctly. We've been looking for him, actually, although we've yet to pin down his exact location. If you have some idea of where to base a search, we'd be happy to have that information. I don't. Not that I'd tell you if I did. Well, no matter. If perchance the gospel were to have been delivered into his hands, is that what the black orb meant is? Of course, don't answer that. The gospel. Then I'm afraid it would have presented a problem. However, even if he were to show his face now, he would have no means of stopping this current. The black orb, or the gospel as you call it. I just want to know what you plan to do with it. Scratch that. First and foremost, I want to know where you even acquired something that bizarre. I imagine my source would rather their identity to be kept a secret. Our intentions, well, they will become evident very soon. At that time, Professor, we'll be happy to release you. All I ask is that you wait. And you're going to just let a witness to your crimes go free. I assume then that you intend to do something on a grand scale. I'll leave the particulars up to your fertile imagination. That said, come the dawn when everything is realized, you will assist in our research. This invention will bring the Liberal riches like none ever before seen. Not interested.
Please, Professor, allow him to finish before you give your answer. It would truly be a pity if she were to come into some peril and you were unable to help her.
These bitches threatening Arteta.
You threatened her to get to me?
Captain Nalmalthea, it looks like your renowned powers of persuasion are not as elegant as they once were. Pardon me, then. One might say that she has a unique sense of humor. I don't want any misunderstandings between us, but you must understand that we are only soldiers. You have my word that no civilians will be involved, save for you, of course. But you're doing this out of some twisted sense of patriotism? Then this black ornament that can shut down Orville power. I see. So that's your plan, is it? Pardon me. Hello, Lieutenant. The Colonel is presently in a meeting. He wants no interruptions. No? It's all right. Give me your report, Lieutenant. There's been activity in Grantham. The White Wings were caught in a net, just as you planned. My goodness. Check and mate. Now, Professor, if you'll please excuse me. Major Sid, see to the Professor and make sure he's comfortable. Yes, sir. Shame on you, Major Sid. Shame. Shame. Is there anything you need, Professor? I'll get you set up with any of the standard amenities. I'm fine. I used to believe that you were different from the others. That you were a good, upstanding man. Apparently, I greatly overestimated you. My apologies. You've been abducted by rebels, you see. Rebels against the Queen. Stress that fact, and I might even let you write a letter to your granddaughter. Get out of my sight! As you wish.
So, Colonel Richard was the man behind all this trouble. Plus, it looks like he wants to find my dad.
Yeah, I wonder what that's all about. And who was that masked man? Of course that bastard would show up now. There he goes. Grand plans, but what will come of them?
Whew. At least good thing they're leaving. Now we can rescue the Professor from stupid Major Sid. Major Stupid.
got him. Now things have gotten interesting. I really wanted to settle the score with him, but I've got a job to do, and that takes precedence.
Since the window's a no-go, we'll just have to take out the guard. Let's make this quick and clean. Right. Joshua? Hey, you listening?
Estelle?
Are you okay?
Hey, snap out of it. It's not like you to freeze up. Sorry, just spaced out.
Are you sure you're feeling okay?
I'm fine. It's no big deal. We have to take out the guards by the entrance, right? Yep. So let's get a move on. I really wanted to be part of the Grand Sale operation. But no,
I'm left here guarding an old man.
we do so much for the kingdom and for our dream, all in the Colonel's name. Such is the life of the Intelligence Division Special Ops, I suppose. We're the Colonel's hands and eyes. You ask me, you're the Colonel's ass!
Got him! Let's go, Agate. Well said. Well said.
What? It can't be! Agate Crossner? You're too damn slow. Sucks to be you. It's no fun when someone gets back at you for making a fool of them, huh?
It's not good to carry a grudge, you know.
Now it's a race against time. We have to get the professor out as quickly as possible.
Right.
So you're back. Enough! I told you I don't want any...
Grandpa!
Tita! I must be dreaming.
Grandpa! Thank goodness you're okay. Ah!
This isn't a dream? And you lot?
Hey, Professor. You don't look like you're feeling so hot.
Factory Chief Murdoch asked us to come and get you out of here. I'm impressed. You actually sneaked in here. So much like your father. Not a lick of common sense between the two of you. Hey, old man. Sorry to interrupt your little vacation, but we need you to get ready for a jailbreak. We don't have a lot of time. Who are you? You look like you came from the wrong side of the barn. I can tell that at least. You have a head like a chicken.
Professor, what, why? Why are you saying this?
Say that again, you geezer!
Nice one, Professor. Grandpa, you shouldn't say mean things like that. Saget. He's a senior bracer over Estelle and Joshua.
Well now, I had no idea. Come to think of it, I think I've heard Cassius mention your name before. Something about a bad seed who was always sulking about one thing or another, I believe. I'm about this far from wringing your neck, old man. Now, calm down. Professor, we'll have to save the explanations for later. For now, we need to get you out of here. Is there anything you want to bring with you? Can we carry the capo unit? If we leave it behind, I know that these fools will just misuse it again. Understood. I've been using that in my research to find a means of controlling the Black Orbment. I wasn't able to discern its physical composition, but I did have some success with the control myth. Which means that these fools will be able to cause that phenomenon to reoccur whenever they want. Oh, I'm sorry, Estelle and Josh. I hate that it's being so grievously misused after you went to all the trouble bringing it to me. Believe me, we understand. With Tita's safety on the line, I can't imagine any of us would have done any differently.
Besides, it's our fault that you two got caught up in this to begin with.
For the love of Adios, we don't have time for you to give speeches. If you're all set, then we have to go. Get your asses in gear. Move as fast as the old man's slip disc will let you. Oh, very clever. I haven't let any young man beat me yet, and I'm not about to start now.
Come on, both of you.
Uh-oh. You think we'll just let you escape? Uh-oh.
What's that?
Guess the jig is up.
Ooh!
It appears we have an intruder. Get out there and start searching, men. Platoons 1 through 4 will go to the airship port and the docks and establish a blockade. 5, 6, and 7 will reach the barracks, watchtower, and research facilities, respectively. Platoon 8 will accompany me to headquarters. That is all. Move out. Yes, sir.
All of that.
Whoosh.
I wanna fight Sid. Crap! Here come the soldiers.
Looks like they're putting the squeeze on the airship port and the docks. The major knows what he's doing. What else would you expect from the CEO of a 4th Defense Regiment?
What should we do? Where do we go?
Well, leaving by the docks is going to be tricky. We need to avoid the guards and find another way out. Oh shit!
Ha! These bitches are down here. Hey, don't you think it's awfully noisy outside?
Sounds to me like someone's breaking in. Say what? Who's breaking in? Nobody's allowed to break in till we break out! Nobody! Easy, bro. You know your simple little escape plan won't ever...
Hi.
This looks like the dungeon.
Wow, it's a lot bigger than the dungeon at the Hacking Gate. Huh? What? You?
You guys are... You're those punks from before! Well then, long time no see?
Oh, okay. You guys are being held here. How have you been? Hey, we don't need your damn pity. The only thing you're good for is handling a pole. Air for brains. Jeez, I was just trying to be polite. If it'll make you feel better, insult me all you want. What? Don't try to play cool.
I'm assuming you know these folks? They're the Capital Sky Bandits. They hijacked that airliner. Ah, I've heard stories about them. They use a very high-powered airship, don't they? I've heard it's of Imperial make, but I'm curious about the specs. Yeah, it's got our top speed of 2,300 sailage per hour. Why should I have to answer your questions? My, aren't we petty?
Grandpa, I don't think this is the right time for asking about that kind of stuff.
Now wait just one damn minute. Why are you bracers here in the first place? Are you the cause of that siren? Well, sorry we intruded.
No fair!
You're the intruders, right? Hey, let us out of here.
That was a surprise. Come to think of it, those guys have some connection to the Men in Black, right? They got arrested by Colonel Richard, which means...
Maybe the Colonel's trumping it up as one of his accomplishments. And maybe Mayor Dalmore was used in a similar fashion. Huh. And yet I somehow just can't seem to muster up any sympathy for him. We're wasting time here. We've got to find another escape route. Did you find them? No, and I've searched the barracks top to bottom. Same goes for the watchtower. All that leaves is headquarters. While we're there, we can report to the Major that we've gone over the place with a fine-toothed comb.
Uh-oh, I think they're coming this way.
Shit. This is a blind alley, too. Come on, this way.
Hey, did you hear something? Yeah, I think it said this way.
No time. You don't want to be caught, do you? I don't think I misheard that. We don't have a choice. We might as well give it a shot. Come on, just down the corridor.
Ooh. This sounds like Bay. I don't know.
Hey, Joshua.
Oh, we recognize the voice?
Yes, it sounds familiar. Oh, okay. Quickly, get inside. Hey now, this room is...
Well, I don't know what he's intending, but we don't have any other choice but to keep going.
Sid? I don't know if he's on our side or if I'm about to fight his ass.
That was spectacularly close.
I knew it.
Lock it, just to be on the safe side.
Got it.
Oh?
What are you planning? You're the CEO of Lacen Fortress. Didn't Colonel Richard order you to keep me locked up? I'm very sorry about that. He's already seized control of the Royal Armed Forces by using his position in the Intelligence Division.
Damn. So Colonel Richard is in the Intelligence Division and he now has command of the Royal Forces. Holy shit.
The main generals were given the choice of obeying him or being imprisoned. General Morgan refused to obey him and as such is currently imprisoned at the Hacking Gate.
Oh my goodness.
That stubborn old man?
This is getting serious. What the hell? I figured things were bad, but not that bad. When did the military structure get that fragile? Unfortunately, observance of military regs has been breaking down ever since the end of the war. Particularly since the top brass haven't stopped embezzling and accepting bribes. Colonel Richard just took advantage of the situation. See, so he was able to make use of the military's existing corruption and weakness to seize control. Precisely. With General Morgan in custody, that leaves Colonel Richard as the man in charge of the entire Royal Armed Forces.
That's horrible.
What about Queen Alicia? Doesn't supreme command of the army rest with the Queen? Mysteriously enough,
Queen, I don't know if it's Alicia or Alicia. I guess I'll say Alicia.
has kept silent on the matter. The Royal Guardsmen are actually being sought for questioning on suspicion of treason.
Treason? Lieutenant Schwartz, too?
The attack on the Central Factory has been pinned on the Royal Guardsmen. There's even photographic evidence, as I understand it. Worth these pictures.
That just doesn't sound right. The factory was all messed up and Grandpa was kidnapped. Hackett was almost killed. You can't just go around blaming people for something like that.
I really don't know what to tell you. You never disobey a direct order from a superior officer. But since I never voiced my objections, the fault still lies with me. I know this will not make up for all I have done, but I was hoping it would go some way to atoning for my actions. You've had a tough time of it, ain't ya? Well, if all that you've said is true, then I suppose I can forgive and forget. I had been prepared to brain you with a wrench and soften up that hard head. Pity. I'm sorry.
Grandpa?
It was a joke, dear.
Okay, I've got everything. But what are you planning to do now? Are you planning on hiding us until the heat dies down?
No. I have a much better solution. There's a way for you to escape the fortress through this room.
Through this room? How? How?
Ah, I get it. There's a secret passageway or something, right? Very astute, boy.
Oh! Whoa.
Makes sense for a military control room. Not bad. Not bad at all. Its emergency escape hatch leads to an underground aqueduct. There's a boat set up there, so you should be able to use it and escape. Legally. Even my telling civilians about it would net me 10 years in prison. But even if military regulations won't forgive me, I think ADOs probably will.
Major. Oh.
Alright, we'll use it. I'll go down first, then the old man and Tita. Still in Joshua, I want you to watch our backs.
Got it.
Roger that. Farewell, Major.
Well, thank you very much. Well then, that just leaves us. Thank you for everything, Major.
We're in your debt. You don't need to thank me. To be honest, I was expecting this since the moment I first saw you.
What?
You mean when we met at the front gate? Yes. As soon as I heard your last name. After all, you are the children of Colonel Cassius, are you not?
Colonel Cassius? You mean my dad really had a rank that high?
Richard may be a colonel now, but he served under your father back in those days. Your dad was a real hero. It was thanks to his efforts that we were able to defeat Ereboni in the war 10 years ago. Being as you're his children, I'm not surprised that you found out the truth and came to help the professor.
Really? He never said anything about being any kind of military hero.
Are you okay, Major? The intruders have been spotted in the dungeon. The last likely place for them is to be in Central HQ, sir. Your orders.
Crap.
Acknowledged. I'll be right there. So put the facility on high alert. Come on, you need to go.
Okay.
Excuse us then.
Thank you, Major. That scared the living daylights out of me. What's the deal with the slide?
It's like some kind of secret waterway. Come on, let's catch up. Ah, you're here.
This way.
You're late. What took you so long?
Sorry, we just got into a conversation about my dad.
Sorry for the holdup. You can go ahead and take off. All right, hang on to your hats.
A lot of story today, a lot of reading. I feel like I've done more story than fighting today. Thank goodness my voice has held out this long. Phew. We managed to make it out. Looks like they haven't started patrolling over here yet.
Major Sid may be keeping them busy. But if we waste any time here, we're probably going to have to deal with the pursuit force. We've got to get the professor somewhere else, somewhere safe or else.
Estelle? Joshua? Oh, it's okay. No need to worry. I promise, we'll be here to protect both of you.
No. You two fall back.
Huh?
What do you mean? The intelligence division knows my face all too well by now. Same goes for Tita and the old man. But they've got no idea you two are involved unless old Sid blabbed. So I'm getting out of here and taking them with me. We'll lay low for a while at somewhere safe.
Agate.
I understand. The fewer people implicated in this, the better. In fact, I never wanted Tita to get wrapped up in this in the first place. When I think about them taking hostages to force cooperation, it makes the most sense for us both to get out.
Grandpa. Whoa, wait just a damn minute. How can you ask us to turn our backs on you just to keep ourselves safe? That's totally bonkers. Could never agree to that. Right, Joshua?
Actually, I agree with Agate's assessment.
What?
According to the theory of retreat and cover, the more people there are together, the greater the chance of detection. Which means that Agate will stand a better chance of helping them get away on his own. I understand how you must feel, but for now, we really need to do what Agate said.
But...
Nice one, Joshua. Exactly what I was getting at. Now, I need you to be a good girl and withdraw.
Wait, I get your idea in theory. Still...
You don't agree, and I can see it written all over your face. So, how about I send you on an important mission instead? Something I certainly can't do myself, given the circumstances.
Huh?
First, I want you to go to Grantham. Then you must speak with Her Majesty, Queen Alicia, in Gransel Castle.
I must what?
What's this all about? The aforementioned Black Orbit. It originally somehow fell into Colonel Richard's hands. He referred to it as the Gospel. Gospel? As in religious teachings? That's certainly an ominous sounding name. Apparently this Gospel was taken from the Intelligence Division, but by whom I couldn't say. After that, I'd wager that it was probably sent out in the package addressed to Cassius. However, Intelligence caught wind of our little, blackout from before. They must have realized the Black Orbment was involved and here in Zeiss. I suspect that was their true objective in attacking the factory. They came to retrieve this Gospel.
Really?
I see, that explains a lot. Colonel Richard has some kind of plan to use it in the capital. Unless I miss my guess. Something very bad. Her Majesty must be informed of this at once.
You mean the shutdown of orbital power?
No. Perhaps if it's used. I'm sorry. Anything more I say would be pure conjecture. Regardless, the Queen must be aware of this Gospel as soon as possible. I'm more concerned with that than my own escape.
I swear. When you put it like that, I feel like a jerk for wanting to say no.
If you'll allow us, we'll accept your request. I appreciate it.
Still, Joshua?
We've got to part ways for a little bit, Tita.
I'm sorry. I'd hoped that we could stay together. No, you don't have to apologize. You've just helped me so much. And you treated me like a little sister. Tita. Thanks for helping my grandpa. And thank you for being my friend. I love you both. I love you too, sweetie.
I wish we could take you with us. Thank you so much. Parting is such sweet sorrow and all that, but we have no choice. Maybe you can save the tears for when we see each other again, you know?
You can be a real jerk. But I guess this is where we part ways too. A lot's happened, but you've taught us so much by letting us work with you. Thank you, Master Agate.
Don't call me that. It creeps me out.
Look who's embarrassed.
Bah! You really are your father's daughter. Hey Joshua, don't let her get too out of control, you hear me? She's not half as bad in combat, but there's more to being an adult than just that.
Not that it's any of your business.
Just leave her to me. You take care as well. Take care of Tita and the professor. I will. Alright then, let's get a move on. Farewell, children of Cassius.
Stay safe, both of you. You too, Tita.
Adios be with you. Be careful out there.
Why? Oh my god! We finished chapter 3! Wait, we were on chapter 3? I thought we were still on chapter 2. Whoa! We skipped the whole chapter!
Oh shit.
Chloe! Oh my god! I hope she's okay. Chloe, this way. We're finally off the herb scenic route. What should we do now? Please exit onto the Royal Avenue from here and head to Gransel. My men are causing enough of a diversion that security should be stretched pretty thinly. If everything looks okay, you keep on to the Bracer Guild without getting spotted. I understand. Oh, but what about you? I'll hold the enemy off here. I should be able to buy you a little extra time. No, you can't. I can't go on my own. I'll fight at your side. We all have something to protect. I will stay here for my convictions and my duty. And most importantly for you, my lady. Forgive my impertinence, but you are of paramount importance to me. I will guard you with my life, and I ask only that you remember me as your friend and confidant.
What the hell?
Why are they starting this like this? I understand, Julia, but please promise me you won't do anything reckless, and that we will meet again in better circumstances and take tea with my grandmother. I'll bake for you. I'll try a new recipe and bake you something sweet and delicious. I look forward to it. Now please hurry. Sieg, look after her for me. Well now, they finally caught up. It's gonna be Richard. It's gonna be that piece of shit, Colonel Richard! Oh my god, Lieutenant Schwartz! 3 men and 5 dogs. I think you underestimate me. Oh god, I love her. As he taught me how to wield the blade, the time to truly use it has come. I, Julia Schwartz, commander of the Royal Guardsmen, will not yield. Fuck yeah, Julia. Sieg! I'll be alright. I want you to go back to see to Julia. I can't bear to just leave her. Thank you. It's just like she said. Security is much lighter this way. I have to get to the Bracer Guild quickly. Oh, it's Rain. I thought somebody shot at her. It landed right on her. Is it now around when Estelle and Joshua were supposed to arrive in town? It can't be. There he is, Colonel Dickard. That would have been if they shot her, yeah. Chloe, run! The Intelligence Division's Special Ops vessel. They're actually operating in broad daylight? Oh, goodness. Why? Fancy meeting you here.
Ugh.
Chloe Ritz, enrolled in the Social Studies program at Genus Royal Academy. If I could have a quick word with you.
Blech.
She definitely could have ran around that she could have. She just stood there.
Blech.
That's right. Olivier! It's been so long! A dark cloud looms over the royal city, and yea, it signals a passion most black. But so fascinating, a shade of black, it seems. You are such an idiot. What?
Am I perchance dreaming? Mueller, my boon companion. Have you come all this way, all the long roads from the Imperial capital just to see me? How delicious! On what wind did you fly hither? Wind? What are you talking about? I'm here because I've had to follow your stupid ass all over Adios' territory. I love this. I had to follow your stupid ass. Do you have any idea how much time this has cost me? Please, my dear, don't hide behind such base profanities. Your lips spit venom, but the fire in your eyes show the depths of worry that drove you onward to my side. Love, it is truly blind. That doesn't even make... No more words, dear Mueller. Fly, fly to my embrace. I came here because I'm trying to bring information that you asked for. But I'm guessing you'd rather hug than talk. Lo, I am hoist with my own petard. Very well, let us talk. This is amazing. Lo, Mueller is a gem, yeah. Yes, like sane people. As you wish. What news, Belord? What news for your humble Olivier? No? No. Alright, no clowning then. Don't play like that, brother. Give a man some information. Lay it on me, man. You're making me stupider just by being around you. Okay, I'll tell you. Just stop opening your mouth and making sounds come out of it. Huzzah! Regarding the guy we were talking about before, I managed to pick up his trail. From what I found, he was at one of the Ereboni Embracer guilds until about a month ago. Oh? Over the past several months, all of the guild branches in the Empire have been attacked, one after another. Seems he was supposed to be investigating. Why? Attacked, you say? I should think it unlikely. But might these have been perpetrated by some military unit somewhere? You picked up on it too. It's not the world of 10 years ago anymore, though. As far as I know, no military force has been giving marching orders. I'll bet that someone hired Jaegers to pull this off. Anyway, our boy's trail stopped for a while, right when that case was solved. Oh dear, oh dear. I took such pains coming to Libera, and 'twould seem that I was following a wild goose. I guess so. But if the man we're after isn't here, there's no real reason to stick around, is there? That storm you were talking about is going to be worse than expected. A lot worse. You should come back to the Imperial capital before you get caught in it. Ever a jester! How could I bear to part with the opportunity to play a role in the finest opera ever? What? Tell me you're not actually thinking of... I am, you might say, already in costume. Sadly, the lead is unavailable, so the understudies must be used. I have the utmost faith that between the two of them, they will put on a grand performance. Oh my... What? What? This is the last chapter? What? There's only 4 chapters? What? Oh my goodness. This is wild. I thought there was gonna be way more than just 4. So you were able to get the professor out safely? And you even got the logic unit back. I don't even have the words. Thank you. Both of them.
Well, Well, we didn't really do all that much. Really, we were just there as backup for Agate.
If you really want to express your gratitude, I'd suggest you direct it toward him, since he kept the professor safe. I certainly will. It'll be nice when all this craziness ends. All we can do now is put our faith in Agate. It does seem that Colonel Richard has something in mind for Grancel, however. He means to use that black ornament, that thing he called the gospel.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it's used for. But we've been asked by the professor to talk to Her Majesty about it.
Ouch! That's when you know things have gotten very, very serious. I'm pretty sure that the professor is on good terms with her. It's not unusual for him to have access to top secret information. Anyway, that's the gist of our request from him, unlikely as it sounds. Nevyka, do you think it would be safe for us to go to Grancel, given the current climate? There's currently no evidence to suggest that you were involved with the security breach at the fort, so it should be fine. Indeed, I'd advise you to go there before a full investigation is begun. It's quite likely that a thorough search of the central factory will be performed. Agreed! Which means that now's the time to figure out what to do about it. I wish both of you the best of luck on your journey. Please be sure to deliver the professor's message.
You can count on us. Consider it in Her Majesty's hands.
Take care of yourself, Mr. Murdoch. Yeah, now's not the time to let my guard down with the army around. So I'll be off now. Safe journey to you.
Well then, I guess there's no time like the present, huh? We should try and get an audience with Her Majesty as soon as we can.
If that's the plan, we need to take the next airliner out. It would take us half a day to reach Grancel on foot. An airship would only take an hour.
Yeah, that's true. I kinda thought it'd be cool to walk all the way around the kingdom, but oh well.
Alright, wait just a moment. Bracer Guild, good afternoon. Always a pleasure. Yes, if you would please. 2 to Grancel. Right. Yes, bill it to the usual account. Thank you. Goodbye.
What was that all about?
Was that the reception desk at the terminal? Yes. You now have guaranteed seats on the Grancel-bound airliner. We are paying your way, so all you need to do is check in. Also, take this with you.
Whoa, wait, what?
This really isn't necessary. You've already done so much for us. The tickets are simply a business expense related to delivering the professor's message. The letter of recommendation is for the superlative job you did in rescuing the professor. Accept it and be proud of what you've accomplished.
Right. Thank you, Kilika.
Thank you for everything. I believe I said before that this is simply my duty. Now, your flight leaves at 11 o'clock. You'll want to get to the terminal before then, so as to have time to check in. Adios keep you. Be well in your travels.
We will.
Thank you again.
Hello there. I heard from Kilika. Shall we get you all squared away?
That'd be great. Thanks.
Please fill out these forms with your names and addresses.
Thank you.
Okay, here are your tickets. Make sure you show these when you're boarding. Oh, Antoine!
No, cutie.
Hey, yesterday must have been rough on you.
You scared me half to death.
My baby!
I hope you take some time to think about what you did was wrong. Nope, not listening.
I think he's playing dumb.
Oh well, I guess we do owe him some gratitude. Thank you, Antoine. Hey, there you are.
He was so brave.
Hi, Gustav.
factory chief told me that the rescue went off without a hitch. The professor's always been a mentor of sorts to all the engineers. I just want to say thanks on behalf of everyone here.
Well, we couldn't have pulled it off without you and your crew's help. Ida was so surprised that I thought her eyes might pop out.
So that really was on purpose?
Well, to fool the enemy, sometimes you have to fool your allies first.
So, what business do you have at the gate?
The professor asked us to go to Gransel.
We're a little early for the 11 o'clock flight.
Yeah, well, it looks to be a little late.
There's still some time to drop off your bag, so I think you can take it easy in town for a bit.
That sounds like fun.
Hey, you two!
Oh, it's this guy.
Well, if it ain't Geralt, what's going on? Did something happen?
Perfect, you're all here.
To be honest, we've had some trouble.
Kind of trouble.
Well, we received a communique from the Airship Corporation. It looks like the ship will be arriving a few hours late.
What?
Okay, just what's going on here? More Sky Bandit trouble?
Well, something like that anyway. Seems to me the terrorists staged an ambush to disrupt the Queen's birthday celebration. All ships are grounded at port while the military conducts inspections.
That would mean
They're probably looking for the professor's group.
Which means that the ship that's bound for Gransel is being held up in Rouen. Apparently a military guard ship is coming here from Lacen Fortress instead.
Ah, I get it. But if that's the case, you're going to be extremely busy soon, aren't ya?
No kidding. I've got to explain the situation to the customer. Which means that you two have a good chunk of time to kill. Just thought of something. You want to wait at the Bracer Guild, I can get in touch with you there.
okay.
Thank you very much. Well, this stinks like last year's diapers. The military's coming here. I know they'll want to check out the live nets. I better have a talk with the factory chief.
Yeah, if they check up on what happened yesterday, that won't be good.
Be careful whatever you do.
I'm so senile that I need a couple punk kids to tell me to be careful. Take it easy, you two.
Last year's diaper. Joshua, this doesn't look so hot.
Yeah, this could put the airliner in danger. We've got some time, so maybe we should take the highway.
Oh man, it's been so long since I last got to ride on an airship too.
It's all your fault, Colonel Richard.
We'll try to look at it as an ongoing opportunity to advance your training. I guess we need to cancel our reservations at the reception desk.
Hey, it's you. I told you before, I don't know when the ship's leaving. If you just wait at the Bracer Guild.
Actually, there's been a slight change in plan.
Oh, excuse me. I apologize for the timing, but can we still cancel?
Sure, that's no problem. As long as it's before your flight arrives in port, there's no cancellation fee. We just need to get your tickets back.
Great, here you go.
Hey, that's a military patrol vessel. It's here early.
Well, gotta go. Bye.
Thank you for your help.
No worries. Come back and see us again sometime. Get the fuck out of here. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Well, things are certainly bustling around here. First, I believe I shall go see the factory chief. I have to admire the colonel for planning all of this. Let's move it, move it, move it, move it.
Okay, Hart. Anytime you want to go back to normal running speed would be just fine.
If we waste any more time here, those intelligence division people will catch up with us. We should head to town while we have time.
Okay. We take the east road to the Gransel, right? Right. And the Sanctum Gate is to the north along the Ritter roadway. Pass through that gate, and you're right by Gransel.
So, this is the Sanctum Gate. It looks a lot like Garoon Gate back in Roland.
Well, both gates cut through the same wall. Annenberg Wall completely surrounds the Gransel region. It was built almost 1,000 years ago, but it's solid enough that it held off the Imperial forces.
It sure looks like it'd take more than a few guns to knock it out. Still, it looks like a tourist attraction. One where you could climb up to the top and check out the view.
So you're planning to get up there and sprint all along the walls, are you?
I didn't say that. I was just thinking that it'd be nice for us to have a nice quiet lunch together. Just the two of us. And just talk about whatever.
Isn't that what we always do anyway?
Never mind. Let's just get the paperwork done and move on to Gransel.
Okay, maybe it's just me. Are you mad about something?
It's just you. Let's just go in and forget this whole conversation.
Girls can be so difficult. Hello! Welcome to the Sanctum Gates. We need you to fill out some paperwork before we can let you go on to the capital.
Okay, can you give us the paperwork?
Thank you. Please sign here. What is it with you kids these days? Are you brave or are you just crazy? Are you on some kind of hiking date on the highway?
What? Date?
It's nothing like that. We're brother and sister. Funny, you don't look like siblings, but you do have the same last name, I guess. Okay, you're ready to go. Stell? You seem very preoccupied all of a sudden. Are you okay? Want to stop and rest?
No, I'm fine.
Let's just get to the capital. You're sure? Well, if you two aren't on a date, are you going to see the martial arts competition?
Martial arts competition?
Wrong again. There's an annual martial arts competition held in the Royal Grand Arena. It was originally only for the Royal Guardsmen elite, but now it's open to any willing fighter. I believe the preliminaries are starting this afternoon.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
That's definitely right up your alley, Estelle. The Queen will be there in person, so the admission fees are being discounted. If I weren't working, I'd be there myself by now.
Sorry to hear that. Of course, I'd rather be participating than watching. See if all this training's paid off yet or not.
I can imagine. But if they've already started the preliminaries, it'll be impossible for you to get in. You've got a job to finish too, don't forget. You'll just have to make do in the stands.
Too bad. Sir? Is something wrong?
That emblem on your chest. I didn't notice because of your age. But are you two bracers?
That's right.
Is there a problem? No, not a problem. Exactly. Jeez, I never thought. Soldier, are you loitering while you're on duty? Sir, is there a problem here? Well, sir, it's just that these two, they're bracers, sir. Bracers, huh? You two, I'd like a few minutes of your time if that's alright.
We do need to get to the capital.
Is that so? The capital. May I ask the nature of your business in the capital?
What? Well, we've got a job.
What kind of job?
The professor, No! I mean, how do I put this?
I'm sorry, but we have an official guild contract. Our business with our client is a private matter. Sounds suspicious to me. I'm afraid you're going to have to explain yourself.
Look, I don't see what the big problem is.
Well, we received information from military high command. The Royal Guardsmen have revolted against the Queen and are staging terrorist attacks. And it seems that some of these terrorists may have disguised themselves as bracers. So we're under orders to detain anyone claiming to be a bracer, pending investigation.
What? What?
That's enough, soldier! We're sorry, but we're under strict order. Until we can confirm your identification, you're to remain here at Stank.
You can't be serious. Why do...
Ah, there you are.
Huh?
Why, I've been waiting for you. If you finished your paperwork, let's get going.
What?
I apologize, Professor. It seems we've hit a small snag that might delay our departure somewhat. Just a moment here. Who are? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Specialist of Archaeology Professor Alba. I am from North Ambria State, and I'm here in the Bureau of investigative research. Have you processed this man's identification? Yes, sir. His passport checks out, and the Gratzel History Museum will vouch for him as well. I see. Then everything appears to check out. I apologize for the delay, Professor Alba. So what relationship do you have with these two? Well, they're bracers. They've saved my life quite a number of times, so I decided to have them accompany me to the capital. Isn't that correct, Joshua? Estelle?
Yes! That's it, alright?
Well, seems you have enough proof of your identity. I apologize to you both for the misunderstanding.
No, it's not a problem.
We know how it is to have strict protocols. No hard feelings at all.
I swear, I'm gonna get wrinkles if there are any more surprises. I mean, you started playing along so fast with the professor. I thought I had forgotten our assignment for a moment.
Hardly. I'd hoped you'd catch on a little bit quicker, though.
Excuse me for the poor performance, Mr. Silver Tongue. Not all of us can just lie with a straight face.
What was that?
Never mind.
Sorry to surprise you. It just seemed you two were in some trouble, so I spoke up. Should I not have?
Oh no, we were definitely in some trouble back there. Thank you, Professor Alba.
We appreciate your help. My way of returning the favor. Still, though, what was that argument all about anyway? I heard something about some terrorist attack? It seems there's a gang of criminals out there who have been causing trouble while disguised as normal citizens. And the two of us were suspected of being in said gang.
Yeah, can you believe that? I swear, every single person in the military has a massive stick up there.
I see. Very troubling indeed. The situation and the imagery. By the way, I heard that the incident at the Cornelia Tower wound up getting complicated. How did that turn out for you?
Well, there were a few loose ends, but for the most part, we managed to get things done.
I expected you'd do well. I could tell you two had the beginnings of great bracers in you from the moment we met. I'm happy to see I was right.
Aw, we don't deserve that. We've still got a lot to learn.
We're still in training as it is. But Professor, what brings you to a place like this? Naturally, I'm on my way to the capital. I was originally going to take a ship, but I found myself short of funds. Oh well, archaeologists need to exercise too, so the walk should do me good.
You don't have to beat yourself up like that, but still, you sure are poor.
says that? Oh, you sure are poor. We scholars of the humanities all have financial issues. You're poor. Especially archaeology. Any money I make goes straight to the next excavation.
That's too bad. But we sure were lucky running into you back there. You want to come along with us to the capital?
Now, just a moment, Estelle. I'm sure the professor is very busy with his own. I'd love to. The road to the capital can be dangerous, so having you two nearby would be a relief. Not that it's all that far to the capital anyway. Well, if you don't mind, then we would be honored.
It's settled then. Let's get going.
Whoa, hey, you there. Uh-oh, God.
Huh?
Looked like an army unit. No tourists are allowed at the Herb Royal Villa. Did you not see the ordinance that was just posted all over the city streets? Actually, we're not citizens of Gransel. We just recently came here, by way of the Sanctum Gate. Travelers, eh? Hard to believe anyone would want to walk on the highways with terrorist activity going on. Talk about reckless.
Setting aside the terrorist discussion for a second, what's the Herb Royal Villa?
It's a small palace to the east, where the royal family resides. I was given to understand that the townsfolk often went there to relax. Sorry, but it's off limits for now. The army's using it as a base of operations for investigating the terrorist activities. You don't say. The roads nearby aren't off limits, but I'd suggest you keep away, just to make sure no one mistakes you for one of the bad guys. Well, that's certainly grim. Personally, being told not to go somewhere just makes me want to go and see what all the fuss is about. What do you say? Want to go poke around and see what we can see? Professor Alba!
It's not that I'm not curious.
We did just get that warning, so I think it's best to hold on. There may actually be terrorists, like the soldier said.
Well, I think the Intelligence Division is just using the Royal Guardsmen and Bracers as scapegoats.
Estelle! You really need to not say things out loud. Someone he overhears you, then we're apt to get caught up in it.
Yeah, you're right.
Intelligence what now?
Let's see. Sorry, it's nothing.
Anyway, let's head on to the city. Oh, alright. You kids are no fun.
Ooh, this is a beautiful town. Oh, we gotta talk to all the NPCs, explore all the buildings and the shops. Wow, this city's freaking huge! Dad used to take me here a long time ago, but was it really this big then?
Well, it is the biggest city in the kingdom. Gransel's castle just past the main road. That's where the queen lives. There's also the Gransel Cathedral, the Grand Arena, and all the embassies for the surrounding nation.
Huh, you don't say. You sure know a lot about this city. You must have been here before, right?
Yes, when I was little. My, no matter how many times I see it, this city still amazes me with its beauty. Purely in terms of scale, I believe the Imperial and Republican capitals are larger, but neither feels as elegant and refined as Gransel does.
I'm glad to hear it. It's nice to hear a foreigner complimenting our home country. Which reminds me, what do you plan to do now, Professor? Are you going to be okay with staying in a hotel?
I have something else in mind. I intend to go bug the folks at the History Museum.
Oh, cool! Gransel has one of those?
They find ancient artifacts and put them on display there. Yes, and I'll be staying there as a guest associate member. You two should stop by to visit if you get the chance.
Museums are awfully formal for my taste. If we do come by, are you going to give us a bunch of lessons?
If that is your wish, then I shall certainly do my best. Just kidding, though I do think that checking out all the exhibits would be fun. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, he's just as happy-go-lucky as ever.
What's this guest associate thing, though? Is he a famous scholar or something? Yes, most likely. Now, we should probably stop in at the local guild branch before we do anything else. Not only do we need to change our branch affiliation, but we can discuss there how to approach delivering the professor's message.
Yeah, you're right. Thinking about it, how are we even going to get an audience with Her Majesty anyway?
There's no way that'll be as simple as just walking up to the castle and saying, "Hi,